What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Premier League Career Mode. It is episode number 23, or should I say the Premier League and FA Cup Career Mode. Yep, second year in a row, Fulham are heading to Wembley after the semi-finals. It feels so similar to last year. You know, we won the last 16 after being level in normal time against a Premier League side away. That was West Ham last year, won in extra time. This year on pens, dramatic win at the Vitality. And then the quarterfinals obviously beat a Championship side away. We've got a Championship side in the semi-finals, though. Norwich, we'll have that today, and of course more big games in the Premier League, where right now we are tanking it. Also now 1 win in 7 league games, I think it is. 2 points off the top 4, 6 off top spot. Championship is still possible, but really all I'm thinking about is just don't drop out of the top 7. So with loads of stuff to get through today, we're starting off with this. 2 of our youth players wanting to terminate their contracts. Harry Higgins is our best prospect, I would say, based on the high overall. So I'm going to give him a pro deal. But looking at the Northern Irish goalkeeper, I should say, Keith Maguire, I think I might just terminate him, because not only have we got a better youth academy goalkeeper right now in the youth squad, but also a better one as our current number 1 in Lance Knight. So with that being the case, we don't need another one. We've still got a Northern Irish winger in the academy, so we'll let him go. And I think we've got our final scouting updates to come first today as well. So yeah, let's see what we got in our final penultimate scouting reports of the season, where I do like Zach's overall, don't get me wrong, but I said this before, with youth scouting, you got to be as selective as possible. I really do believe that. So I'll see how he looks after the final month. I'm not sure if he's going to make it now. And from Northern Ireland, tempted to give Niall that scholarship, but again, I just want to be as selective as possible. So we'll see how it looks on the final month as well. And from Brazil, there's a few players that could be alright, but once again, want to continue the scouting and see how they look after just 1 more month. So academy looking like this then on the back of the scholarship for Higgins. Just the 4 players in there right now. 1 from Brazil, 1 from England, 2 from Brazil, 1 from England, 1 from Northern Ireland as well. And it's so annoying. I must say I'm really keen on this young goalkeeper, but he's never going to displace Lance Knight. So just one of those things, unfortunately. As you see that Bender looks as though he might be going to Watford on a free. Totally fine with that. Right, first game, Manchester United at home. And again, a really poor run in the league. We did just recently beat Newcastle, but even so, I'm not even thinking about the Championship right now. 10 games to go. All I'm thinking about is Chelsea in 8th. I just want to make sure we don't drop out of the top 7. We've got a 7-point gap on the Blues. Got to make sure we keep it at that. First game, Eric Ten Hag's Manchester United. Come on, Fulham. See the top left there, Manchester United. Oh, good save, Lance. Best away record in the division, 10 wins in 14 and no losses. So we need something special to win here after a tough start. And right now, even though we're not winning a lot of games, and we need to start winning to stay in the race for a top 4 place. I often say it sometimes, just need to know when to take a point, and I definitely would in this one. Rasmus fires the Red Devils in front, behind early. I don't believe it's unambitious to say, yeah, I'll take a point. On occasion, it's just a case of knowing where you are. It's one of my favourite sayings, man. We're not able to target wins against these guys every single time we face them. Oftentimes we can, but not all the time. Sometimes you got to know when to take the draw. But right from kickoff, Tice with another 3-2 for him. And Fulham back on level terms. Lovely ball by through by Sarah. Delinga with the finish. And man, oh man, where would I be without this guy? These past 2 years, he has been sublime. Maybe not quite as good as last season. This year, 10 goals in 28. Last season finished up with 15 in 21. Being a low-scoring team, it's not a terrible record. And don't forget, it was his brace at Bramwell Lane that ensured we'd be going back to Wembley. Scored one of the penalties against Bournemouth as well in the previous round. He scored in normal time in that game? Pretty sure he did. Couto! Yes! But this dude's been one of the best all season long, and probably the best all season long. Jan Couto puts us in front. I said a couple episodes ago, man, I'm starting to fall in love with this Fulham team. I can't help it. I can't help it. Took a while to build the side we wanted, but now... Oh! Now you can see the vision I had when we took over, man. Now you can see the squad we were always wanting to build. Tyson Anger! Come on! Forget 7th. Forget Conference League. I want Champions League. What a response from Fulham, honestly. From a goal down early to leading 3-1 against a side who haven't lost on the road all season long. When we talk about resilience, this is resilience in a nutshell here. It's not over yet. Oh, as Erasmus hits the post. Almost a cheap goal conceded. Woodwork saves me. And still we lead, and from that we've broken. Sarah to Mason. Nathan pegs it back. Gabriel Sarah pegs it wide. It's a heck of an ask on this young, inexperienced Fulham team to stay in the hunt for a top 4 place. But it's... Oh, Nathan, well done. It's doable. It definitely is doable. I think the key really is going to be... Oh, Delinga for the hat-trick. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Can we stay injury-free and go on a run towards the end of the season? We've gone out of this poor run, or so it seems, touch wood, fingers crossed, but can we now stay injury-free and continue this fine form? 4-1, Fulham with the win. Massive, massive 3 points here in West London. First defeat away from Manchester United all season long. And yep, I don't just want Conference League, I want Champions League. What a victory. That's the thing with Delinga as well. Like, it's not just the goals he scored this season, but you look at the assist numbers as well. Excuse me. And they're equally as impressive. You know, 9 in 28, sorry, to go along with the 12 goals. That's a direct contribution to a goal. 21 games out of 28. It's not always about putting the ball in the back of the net. We're doing different things as well. Tice Delinga certainly has. So, man, oh man, buzzing with that. Only behind the top 4 on goal difference now. Going absolutely nowhere, guys. We are still in this hunt for a Champions League spot. Question is, how long can we stay there? Next up, Crystal Palace at home in a London derby. You'd say it should be a banker, but considering our inconsistency and unpredictability this season, I guess you never know. Let's try and put it out here for back-to-back wins. Come on, Fulham. Nathan Mason's now joint top of the assist charts for those curious on the back of getting one there for Delinga's hat-trick. Gotta give him a rest tonight, though, due to energy problems. That's the only thing he's... Well, I say the only thing. It's the biggest thing missing from... Oh, what a lucky goal. Mason's game right now is the energy. It means he can never play midweek games. He's joint top of assists alongside Danny Olmo. We won't get a chance to go top tonight. We'll take the goal there, and what a bit of luck. And do you know, we said this earlier in the season. We had so many bits of bad luck. Not just through the crazy amount of injuries we had in succession, but the late goals we were conceding right towards the end of the game. But what's that saying? Luck will balance itself out. Yeah, I know it sucks at times when it feels like the world's against you and nothing going in your favour. But at some point, you will get a little bit of fortune yourself. We definitely have there. Danilo Doki turns it past Dean. Fulham in front. I'm trying to remind myself of this in life as well. It's like, at times I do have the tendency to be a bit of a negative Nelly. But, oh, Delinga tries something audacious there. It almost caught Henderson out. But I just have to try and remind myself that it might not feel like it at times, especially when you really are going through it, but yeah, things can change, feelings do move, and luck can balance itself out eventually. Just got to ride that storm. 22 o'clock almost there. Oh man, Danilo's had a tough old game out there, seriously. Not just with the own goal, but just in general. And his, poor kick out almost led to the second. 18 to go, almost there. Almost there. Get a second and that'll do it. And the winning run extended. Which is, again, one of the 2 things we'll need to stay in the battle for a top 4 place. Easy. Keeps. Oh, Lance, what a save. Excellent stop. Reed, back to Lance. Nice ball out wide to Trey. Yes, we're almost there. Almost there. Oh, Hackney, what a ball. Now, we said we brought him in. He's got a good range of passing. Josh Eccles off the bench for his first goal since the layoff. No. Clips the outside of the post. It trickles behind for a goal kick. Still leading by 1. Almost there. What a ball by Hackney. Final chance for Palace. Elise tries to cross. And oh, Kyle Enrique squeezes it in. Hits it into the turf. Past Lance. Palace with the leveller at the death. And what's that saying? If you don't take a chance, you will be punished. Had a few of them, couldn't convert. In the end, lost it right in. How many games this season where you drop points with basically the final kick of the game? We've done it once again. I'd love to see the stats on this, but I'm pretty sure, well, for sure I know, we've dropped at least 5, possibly even more than that, with the final kick of the game. That may well end up being the difference between us playing Champions League and maybe even Conference League. How many times do we say it? That can sometimes be an issue for young teams, failing to see games out, lacking the composure, and it's certainly been true for Fulham this year. 12 draws in 30 games. Man, oh man, almost as many as wins. Right, following game, Everton away at Goodison Park. Got to return to winning ways here. I've given up the dream of the Championship, but top 4 is still on. But we need consistent wins. Not just a win here and there, but consistent wins. Let's return to winning ways here. Come on, Fulham. Yeah, consistency has always been king for me. Like, it's all well and good doing, you know, good things one day of the week, for example, but if you can do it every day of the week, it's that consistency that's going to take you to the next level. And I've always been a firm believer in that. Don't just do it once in a blue moon. Do it regularly, and doing things regularly is what's going to wield you the results. A win here and there isn't going to keep us in the top 4. You know, we win, let's say 6 of our remaining 7, we'll be there. I know we will, and that's the thing. You know, if you can be consistent, You'll reap the benefits of that. Oh, Lance Knight, what a save right now. Oh my goodness, how on earth has that stayed out as Lance says, guys, calm it down, yeah? Calm it down. Man, oh man, how did that stay out? What can I say? It's luck balancing itself out. There's Nathan down the left-hand side. Comes back in. He's got a man on the edge in Dominguez. Gets round Doucouré. Can he get a shot away from range? Yes, he can. And Pickford palms it behind for a corner. Still deadlocked at 0-0, 22 minutes in. Pickford forced into a good save. And England's current number 1, possibly meeting future number 1 today. Both making good stops early, as it remains 0-0 for now. Oh, well played, Nathan. Cheryl, keep going. Easy money. Adama Traore gets what you call squad minutes these days, but still a handy squad player to have. It's the Spaniard with the opener. Fulham strike first, 7 before the break. Time to go, whilst we still lead by 1. We've seen this year that 1 goal leads for Fulham about as useful as a chocolate teapot. We can't hold on to them. We really can't. So we need a second to see this out. Otherwise, I don't know. Everton will surely get a late leveller. Like quite a few teams have done for us this season. This will be game. Wrap it up, baby. Well done, lads. Back to winning ways. But we've got to do it consistently. Can't just do it one game and then one off and then one game and then one off. No, we need to keep winning consistently. Big win here, though. Another clean sheet on the board. And 2-0 at Goodison Park. We'll take it. To be fair, though, 10 games unbeaten in the Premier League. So, I said this before, we're not doing a lot wrong. We just need to do a little bit more right if we're going to make it in the final 7. Yep, next up, West London derby, Brentford at Craven Cottage. 2 points behind Man City and Liverpool, and possibly could go back in the top 4 with a win, but only a win will do. I feel confident now that top 7 is all but guaranteed. 12 clear of Brighton with a game in hand, but I've still got my eyes on Champions League football. Let's keep ourselves in contention. Come on, Fulham. Fico, what a ball. And Kevin Sade is denied by Lance at the near post. Comfortable save. Comfortable save. I think there's a very good chance he is going to end up with a golden glove this year, but... Oh, great save there. Bit bigger picture. We want Champions League football. As much as I love the kid, man, I would take CL football over Lance winning the golden glove any day. You're 19, bro. You got plenty of times to win that. This is the best chance we've had at playing in the Champions League since the save began. And then Taylor, he's come on leaps and bounds this year, I must say. Last season I was unconvinced by Harwood Bellis. I was like, oh, I don't know, long term, is he the right partner for Calvin Bassey? This year, absolutely. Sarah, Danilo. Oh, good save by Fleck and turn behind for a corner. 11 to go before the break. Again, 0-0. It's not the worst result in the world. It extends the unbeaten run, but it's not draws that are going to get us into the Champions League. It's wins. Consistency remaining the problem as Tavares heads just over. Easy. Ivan Toney. Oh. Catches Lance out right in the corner. And it's the shocker who's just give Brentford a shot the lead in the West London derby. Man, oh man, what a player, honestly. What a player. Picks it up, takes it out of his feet, and then smashes it past Calvin and Lance at full stretch as well. Wonderful strike, wonderful goal. Brentford lead before the break. Ivan Toney is always going to be one of my favourite heroes I've ever had. Especially from real players. Brought him in from Peterborough United with Sheffield United. And this was before Tony was the Tony he is now. And he just, oh, what a tackle. He was just integral to our run with the Blades. It was so cool watching him. Oh, brilliant triangle move. Becomes so good in real life as well. Danilo pokes it. Only for Flecken to pop it behind. Half an hour to go. Guys! It's a brilliant save, don't get me wrong, and I don't know why we're getting the angle from so far behind here, behind Lance's goal, let alone Flecken's. But guys, there's half an hour to go. Like, there's half an hour to go. And there's still plenty of time for us to find a leveller. That's not going to be our only chance, I'm sure. Calvin to Tavares, Danilo to Mason. And that's a cracking ball to Zelinga. Man on the overlap is Tavares. Brilliantly done, but the finish is poor. Man, oh man, we've had the chances today. My finishing has just simply not been there. Following game is that FA Cup semi. We play like this against Norwich in terms of finishing. We'll lose it 1-0 there at Wembley as well. Chances have been good. Finishing's been awful. You know, to Zelinga. Back to Tavares. I see you, Tice. No one else I'd trust more than, oh my goodness, more than this, but man, oh man, that right there sums up the entire game. Tons and tons of chances, literally could not finish to save my life or claim a point. Undefeated run ended at home by a West London derby. You know that's got to hurt. Man, oh man, finishing there was absolutely awful. And again, it's the problem, consistency. It's our problem all season long. I don't know if we're going to make the top four. We're still in it, no doubt, but yeah, I'm not sure about it now. Still following game and no second chances heading into this one. Second tier Norwich in the FA Cup semi-final. Back at Wembley for the second year in a row, but this time I'd say we are definitely favourites for it. Just knocked out a championship side to get here, and now if we knock out another one, we'll be going through to our first final of the save. Surely we can't choke this. Poor form, but certainly favourites. Let's make sure that's the case on the day and make it through to our first FA Cup final of the save. Come on, Fulham. Norwich going with our striker on loan against us in the FA Cup semi-final as well. Peterson, no conflict of interest, but if you can fire a blank today, let's just say I'll think more positively of you on your return here. Nathan picks it up, drives forward, tries his luck from range, and fizzes one just wide the post. Come on, Fulham. Early start, early goal. Let's settle the nerves. What a terrible team Norwich have got. I've got Liam Gibbs, Zolis on the wing, Shane Duffy in the back line, who of course a little bit older now. I always just thought Angus Gunn was quite a good goalkeeper. I know he was on the end of that 9-0 thrashing during his Southampton days, but he's not a bad goalkeeper. Jack Stacey at right back, ex-Bournemouth man as well. It's not a terrible team. It's one we should be able to beat. Disappointing if we don't. Danilo. Oh, the power behind that. Smacks the woodwork. Norwich still tied at 0-0 for now, but it's all Fulham in the early stages, as expected. It's yours, Danilo winning, mate. Dominguez couldn't control as Sam McCallum gets it back. And the Canaries, I think they just want to get into half-time, still tied at 0-0, and they'll take that as a good first half for them. All we really need is that one goal here, because it's all Fulham. It's coming. It's coming. But the longer it stays at 0-0, it's when you start to think, are we going to get it? Do you know what I mean? Like the longer it stays that way, you have all the chances, you have all the opportunities, You're really the only team in the game. But until you get it, you just have that doubt in the back of your mind it's not going to come. There's a whole second half to play. We're only at half time, but we need that goal. The longer it goes on, the more the doubt starts to creep into your mind. I don't mind how we get it. We just need to get it. Tice, you're going to miss that. Oh, yes you are. How? What's going on with the finishing recently, man? Seriously, this run of games, not just in this episode, but the episode before, my finishing is absolutely awful. Precision finishing, you know, I started off this year's FC really struggling with it. Then I got alright at it, but proof right there, I'm still not perfect. Not by a long shot. Finishes recently have been absolutely abysmal. Corner, Fulham. Can we find that opener here? Mason's delivery, decent one. McCallum heads it away. It'll drop to Harwood. Bellis given space to shoot, and oh, hits the stanchion behind the goal. Man, are we taking about 80 shots this afternoon and still haven't had the breakthrough? 26 minutes to find it, otherwise we're going extra time. That's a poor pass by McCallum, and now with him out of position, go Jan, go, 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 go. Oh, it's got to be 1-0. McCallum out of position, allows Kuto all the way through. Finally. Covering defender didn't want to come across and leave his man alone, so Jan says, I'll take it myself, and finally, Fulham have the deserved lead. You could say the resistance has been broken, but what resistance? There's been no resistance at all. It's just that my finishing's been awful. But if we've got to grind out a 1-0 to the FA Cup final, yeah, I'm not going to say no. Just got to see it out now. Got to see it out. Almost there. Sam McCallum continued to come so far forward on that left-hand side. Oh no! Oh Knight, what a save! Only chance Norwich have had, and Lance Knight ensures we're not going to bottle it right at the end. Brilliant save by the kid. Yep, it is not the most convincing of wins by any stretch of the imagination, but what do we often say? In one-legged cup ties, goal difference means nothing. You can 1-0 all the way through to the final if you want, it still matters the same. There we go, FA Cup final. Fulham are heading to their first since 1976 now, first to the save. Favourites, don't get me wrong, but still had to get there. And excuse me, sorry, it was 1975, not 1976, so an even longer wait to get to the final. But as we were expected, it was going to be Manchester City. Yep. Both sides taking on EFL teams, and in the end, both teams make it through. Man City in the FA Cup final, certainly underdogs for that, but bring them on. Just pleased to be there, to be honest. And I think we'll end on this and leave the final 5 league games for the next episode. Following contest, West London derby, Chelsea away, only 5 behind us in the table. But if they're to make a late run for a Champions League place, they have to win this game. But we also need to win to keep our chance of playing in the Champions League alive here at Stamford Bridge. Massive contest, one of the biggest West London derbies in years. Chelsea away with both teams desperate for Champions League football next season. Come on, Fulham. I think what we'll do is we'll play the final 5. The final 5 in the next episode. See if we can conclude the Premier League season with a top 4 place, and then we'll save the FA Cup final for a one-game season finale, then run through the squad, assess what we'll need for next season, whatever competition we'll be playing in alongside the Premier League. Hopefully, touch wood, fingers crossed, the Champions League. If not, Europa or Conference, which leaves almost a formality. We should have that bare minimum. Go on, Cesar. And then we'll start a new season on Sunday. I must say I'm really starting to get addicted to the save now. First season I was struggling to get into it, I'm not going to lie, but it's mainly because the team just wasn't the team I wanted. But now... Oh! Absolutely loving this Fulham team, and we believe we can be in the Champions League next season. Gabriel Sara, what a rocket! That's his weaker right foot, by the way. Weaker right foot, hits it first time, 19 yards, and bang! No chance for Bulka, who is such a good young goalkeeper in this game. And Fulham lead with 10 to go before the break. What a win this will be. This would all but end Chelsea's chance of Champions League football. But for Fulham, it will keep us well and truly in the hunt for it. Dalinga! 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 Shot blocked! What a... Cesar, what a assist! go! Fulham 2-0 up at the bridge. What a way to end the first half in West London. Come on! That's been the mantra of the episode. Consistency is key. And I really do believe that will be the difference between us finishing in the top 4 and finishing outside of it. If we win our remaining games, we will finish in a Champions League place. I believe that. But if we don't, we will drop out of it. It's all about consistency from here on out. Win the remaining games, finish in Champions League place. And this one's ours. Tyson, oh, what an absolute sitter. My finishing today, terrible. Yes, I've always been a firm believer that in life, if you want to do anything significant, you need to be consistent. And whilst that has been a problem for Fulham this season, that win there might be the start of the winning run we need that will surely give us Champions League football. And that'll do it for today's episode of the Premier League Career, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll return in the next one, the penultimate episode of Season 3, where we'll play the final 5 league games. Right now, 3 behind Manchester City and Spurs, but it is so tight. Forget the title. We just want top 4, and it's definitely on as we head into the final 5 games. Come on, Fulham. Let's take our chance. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the penultimate episode of Season 3, going for a Champions League place very soon.